Picture this: your calendar is packed, your inbox is overflowing, and your business is technically growing. But you also have this thing where you're one tiny inconvenience away from snapping. If growth is starting to feel like it's exhaustion, then you're not doing it wrong. You've just been doing the way that hustle culture has taught you. So, today we're going to be talking about how to scale without burning out and how to have simple offers, smarter systems, and CEO level boundaries and visibility that doesn't drain you. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the podcast. This episode is for high capacity business owners who are tired of being told the only way to win is to work longer hours, say yes to everything, and to just push through. Because somewhere along the way, growth was mixed up with grind. And we're not doing that today. So, in the next few minutes, I'm going to break down what hustle culture actually looks like and how we can fix it. By walking through these four subtle shifts, there's no fancy team, there's no complicated setup, just real strategy. So, here's the problem: hustle culture breaks sustainable growth. Hustle culture sells this super simple equation: work more, earn more, say yes to everything, sleep later, grind now. And sure, it sounds motivating, but the realization that there is a hidden cost: you. So let's get into what hustle culture really looks like in real life. You're over delivering, which means you're doing a little extra so often it's basically become the standard. So the next thing is you're undercharging. So you need to have more clients just to make the same income goal. And then your systems are either non existent or a complete hot mess, which means you have inconsistent results and also cash flow. You become the bottleneck. Every decision, every deliverable, every fire runs through you. And here's what happens eventually: you'll burn out while you're still trying to show up like everything is fine. And that's not good. If you felt this, here's the translation: you built a job that won't let you clock out. So here's the thing: the goal isn't more effort, the goal is better strategy, intentional growth that respects your capacity and doesn't require you to run on fumes. So here's the solution: four shifts for growth without the grind. So here's number one: simplify your offers. If your offer menu looks like a dinner menu, you have 20 options. They're all customizable. No wonder your brain feels like it's tired. Here's a myth: more services means more money. In real life, it usually means more confusion for your audience and more complexity for you. Instead, build around one or two offers, core offers. Make the outcome crystal clear. Make the delivery repeatable. When your offers are simple, your marketing gets simpler, your onboarding gets simpler, and your delivery gets easier too. And yes, simple sells. Complexity sits in the corner collecting dust. And here's a quick check in. If you have to cut your offers in half, what would you keep? One or two things that will get your clients results and don't drain your life force. Think about it. What is something that you have that gets repeat requests and results from your audience or your clients? And stick with that. That way you'll know that that is your core offer to keep. So, number two, build systems that work without you. And I know what you're thinking. How is it possible if I'm one person? How can I build a system that works around me? Let me describe it for you. If everything depends on you, your memory, your mood, your energy, you don't have a scalable business. I hate to break it to you. And trust me, I had to face that fact myself. You have a hero model. A hero model always burns out the hero. Let's start with this client onboarding workflow. One checklist, one sequence, one place to send people so you're not reinventing the wheel each and every time. Next, content batching systems. Set aside one block of time to plan and create. This is what I call CEO time. I know I've talked about this in a previous episode. So, this way you're not hunting and pecking for ideas every week. Now, for me, I like to bundle my ideas. I have one series for the month, and within that series, there are set topics that support that one topic, the main topic for the month. So, case in point, this month's topic, or I should say series, is the intentional growth series. And it's going to talk about everything from knowing when to pivot or how to scale without losing yourself. So you see, I've created for myself a content batching systems with the tools that I use. So it's something you can think about as well. So the next suggestion is templates for repeated tasks, like say proposals, emails, captions, intake forms, anything that you type more than twice. That is something you can create a template for. Pro tip: you don't need a fancy setup, you just need consistency. A simple system that you actually use beats a perfect system you dread and avoid. And number three, set boundaries like a CEO. Not every opportunity is your opportunity. And I know I've talked about this in previous episodes. Not everybody is for you, and you're not for everybody. And this is where a lot of hardworking entrepreneurs get trapped, and it's horrible. Trust me, been there. But here's the thing, because it feels like momentum when you say yes to everything. However, it's just distraction and a cute outfit. So CEO boundaries can sound like this: I'll take calls on Tuesdays and Thursdays. My response time is 48 hours. That's outside the scope that we agreed upon. Happy to add it as an upgrade. See, it's not about being rigid, it's about being clear. And that's what we need to convey when talking with our clients. So that way we set boundaries and not have to be worried about burning out or compromising ourselves. So here's the thing. Your job is to protect your energy, your creative bandwidth, because everything else will quietly drain your precious resource, your peace. And just a reminder, burnout does not scale, it crashes. And finally, number four, sustainable visibility. You don't need to be everywhere. You just need to be effective somewhere. A lot of burnout comes from trying to be here, there, following trends just to keep up with everybody else's pace. And you shouldn't do that. So pick one or two platforms, speak clearly to the people that you are trying to reach and serve, and repurpose like it's your job, because it is. One idea can become a post, an email, or a short video, or a podcast segment. Visibility should support your business, not exhaust you and drain you. So let's do a real quick recap and then we can wrap this up. This is what you are challenged to do this week. Number one, choose one or two offers you want to scale and clarify the outcome in one sentence. Number two, systemize. Write a basic onboarding checklist and create one template that you can reuse this month. Number three, set boundaries, or at least set one boundary. Pick a business rule that protects your time, like office hours, response times, scope. And finally, number four, choose your visibility lane and stay in it. Commit to one platform for at least 30 days and repurpose one piece of content 3 ways. So as we close out, and if this episode hit home, take one step today, just one. Simplify one offer, set one boundary, or build one tiny system that will give you your time back. In the meantime, save this episode and come back to it if you find that grind creeping up on you again. And before we go, just remember this: be inspired, be inspiring, be encouraged, be encouraging. But most of all, I want you to be you. And thanks for hanging out with me. And I'll see you next week. Take care.